Hey, hi, how are you? My name is Salt. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're playing The Watcher in the Water, and I realize this video will probably be like 3 days late. It's when everyone else is putting out their videos of Watcher in the Water, but I don't care. My version is worse. Okay, well, that's not true. My version is probably a bit different. It's a little bit more around just straight up drawing a lot of cards, much more so than just playing a nice tempo mono blue game to then just try and have an explosive win. There's a lot of spells that are just draw a bunch of cards. Pull from Tomorrow, Silver Scrutiny, Transcendent Message, Seagate Restoration. Combine that with effects that you find on like Teferi Master of Time, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Archmage Emeritus, Wave Break Hippocamp, and all of a sudden you're drawing a lot of cards really fast. Now you have to play a very aggressive tempo game early, because you need to be able to drop this guy at some point, and then play some spells to start making an army of tentacles. And it is a tentacle per thing you draw, meaning that stuff like Silver Scrutiny and Full Pull from Tomorrow and Transcendent Message are all very wonderful spells. Really the biggest way to win is either a bunch of tentacles and making your opponent just concede, or Teferi Temporal Pilgrim and making your opponent concede, or extra turns and making your opponent concede. Do you get what I'm getting at here? You're probably not going to win through combat. I can't imagine there'll be many games where you actually win through combat in this deck. It'll probably be a lot of, oh, well, they have a bunch of tentacles, full hand of cards, and I'm out of gas. Concede. That won't always be the case, but there is a decent chance that that'll be the case. It's a very fun deck. I've had a lot of fun with it so far in my testing. So let's hop right into things and try out the Watcher in the Water. Playing into Ken with Returned King, but we're on the play with a pretty good hand. Demolition Field is just a mainstay in a deck like this. It's a mainstay in a lot of decks that are just monocolored. I personally enjoy putting in both Field of Ruin and Demolition Field. Simply because I just know for a fact that I will get some form of value out of it eventually. Play the Ominous Seas. Just try and get out our threats as early as possible. My opponent's still playing Triomes. We might basic check him in a second here. It's a 50-50. Do we basic check them, or do we, like, Swan Song wash away them? I think we probably basic check them. Because we have Meeting of Minds here, and we'll be able to cast that pretty soon. We also have a commit to memory. Okay, there's their only blacks. No, they have double black. They have no green. So honestly, this might be good for them if I blow something up. I think if they play a green source, I should probably worry about it. No. No mana fixing over there. Thank you. Come again. Briar Reach Sanitarium. Such a good card for this deck. It's a land that always basically guarantees you card draw, which is just wunderbar. We still have commit here in case they play some other like 3-drop mana rock that scares me, like a lantern perhaps. A duress? Okay. I don't know what they want to take out of this hand, honestly. We have card draw, counterspell, counterspell. And it's kind of a 50-50 on which one they take. If I were them, I might take the commit, because I don't think I'm allowed to cast memory. Oh, wait, no, I am allowed to cast memory. Alright, well, we'll just draw an card. Our opponent can cast Kenrith here, but we can still commit it from the board state. Demonic Tutor, yes. Sorry, Swan Song, you're gone, buddy. Demonic Tutor allows me to tutor up a massive pile of card draw, and I get to hope my opponent doesn't have removal for my Kraken. I could wait until I could hold up protection for the Kraken, but sometimes just getting out the removal spell is not bad. Yes, Ominous Seas will cause you problems eventually. If you have enchantment removal, you might want to use it. Trying to think of what I would want to go get. I only have 3 islands, so I think technically like Flow of Knowledge would be bad. I'd only draw 3 and have to drop 2. That wouldn't be very good. Sure, yeah, that's fine by me. If that is their entire turn when I am about to play my commander, I don't have to reveal the card if I do this, which is nice. I am personally just going to go get a really big card draw spell. Like, say... Pull from tomorrow. I don't have to reveal it. Do they have removal? Let's find out. From the way that they're not doing anything at all, I think they have removal. That's okay. If they're spending removal after removal after removal on me, that means they're not doing anything. Oh, that's just a bounce spell. That's fine, actually. That doesn't actually bother me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Meaning we'll be able to play Commit here soon. I wish the memory half of Commit to Memory was not a sorcery speed. That would be better in the deck, but I just like Commit to Memory as a card. Ever since I started picking up Dimir Control for playing in Pioneer, just to like spice things up. I'm really an Izzet player at heart. I'm a big Izzet Phoenix enjoyer. But I've been like picking up some Dimir Control as just like something different to play, you know? Flesh Gorger. Not what I expected, but okay. We'll just do this, because now we can Gyre Reach Sanitarium to have each of us draw, then discard. We don't really want to target the Flesh Gorger yet, but it's just one of those we can moments. Are they going to target my guy? They're doing whatever they can. We will go ahead and do this, though. This might help them. I think we drop multiple choice here, actually. Actually, no, we don't. We drop Replicating Ring, because we can multiple choice to make them return their Flesh Gorger to hand. I don't think we really want to let our guy sit under the borrowed time here. They drop in Kiora bests the Sea Gods. Interesting. We will take the action, put it back in our hands. With multiple choice in hand here, I'm not really stressing. I could have just given my opponent a land card with that, but if I didn't, they're probably even more distressed because I'm just vibing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I know I did the math funny, but I saw the X4 sitting here, so there's 4 mana, 2 mana. So there's 6, 7, 8. Meaning that we can play this for X equals 4 as long as we hit a land and still be able to hold up Commit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised that the Kenrith player is playing so painfully slow. Kenrith is pretty straightforward when it comes to, like... You know, I'm not even mad. Not even mad. And if we tap properly, we can play Brawl and hold up Tail's End here for 1 blue. Brawl's just, he's a good card for mono blue gaming. He's just a good card for mono blue gaming, and so people really want to kill him on sight. Which will often lead to turns like this, where my opponent's like, darn it, I want to replay stuff, but Brawl, he's gotta die! See? Now is my opponent just gonna replay the guy? Are they still missing their 5th land drop here? That's rough. Okay, math is hard. You're a 7 drop. I need 1 more mana to play Watcher and hold up Tail's End. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. They don't want my Kraken to exist, so I'm not going to lie. I feel like just playing it out here and making my opponent think, crap, I have to kill the Kraken, is, like, not a bad choice. Yeah, see, like, they're just dumping resources to kill the Kraken. And at this point, we're going to just decline and just leave him under there. He doesn't matter anymore. He's not actually super necessary to our just hard win here. We have so many other ways to actually win in this deck. The Kraken is just a nice thing to do. If we can find, like, our... any number of things, really. We don't want to... Let's do this, because I want to demolish their world tree. But I don't want to do it immediately. I want to just, like... I want to be able to hold up interaction and also destroy their world tree. Because currently, only green source. Secondly, once they hit another land, it allows them to do anything they want with their mana, which is pretty scary. I will say, this Kenrith deck doesn't seem to have very much of a theme. Alright, first things first, we're going to blow up the world tree. They do get an untapped land source here. But if they don't run basics, well, they don't have a basic here. And then we just get to Tail's End. Let's see if they know that they're missing a green for 5-color goodness. If I were them, I would grab a basic forest if I had it. Look, they got there. And I'm assuming because they didn't have a green, they wouldn't have had a Veil of Summer. Nope, so we just get to counter that for free. Very cool. Wavebreak Hippocamp. Such a good card. This is a card that I've really put off from crafting for quite a bit here because I just didn't play quite enough mono blue shenanigans to really be like, yeah, this is worth it. It's worth it at this point. I've played enough mono blue shenanigans. Bankbuster is A-OK, that can resolve. I think this is going to be a Discover the Formula type turn here. Nothing? Okay. Honestly, if this is a 6-mana draw one, get out their counterspell, I'm kind of okay with that. We have 2 other very good cards in hand here. Ooh. That'll be really nice to have as a 1-mana spell. Ooh, hello to Fairy Temporal Pilgrim. And we have the backup of Commit for this. That is enormous.
You know, I've always got time.
I have a feeling this is the only thing they have is a Soul Shatter. Why don't you try and play that card again later, buddy? Just put that back in your deck, please. Thank you. And because they only have 1 mana open, they can't draw their way to it faster. No, you cannot draw your way to it faster there, opponent. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And then, yeah, we can, Hylithean Knots on their turn to draw 2 cards. They could do it and then get Teferi killed, but that is their entire turn, just to make sure my Teferi dies. Which is a pretty hefty commitment when they don't know if I have another counterspell. Yeah, we'll take the 3. This immediately puts me out of cut down range anyways. They can absolutely draw to make sure that they can get their Soul Shatter. Oh, we can also just decline to pay the ward cost, right? Yeah, they can draw a card here to hit the Soul Shatter to make sure Teferi dies. Yeah, I can just decline the ward cost. I didn't have to. I just needed the card draw. They can still draw and Soul Shatter away Teferi. If I were them, I would probably. While I'm all tapped out like this. No? What do you have in your hand that you're like, this is worth it? It's gotta be something good, right? This better be like a... No, they just finally realized that they could do the thing that I've been mentioning for 30 seconds here. Which is, they could Soul Shatter my Teferi. You got there, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Alright, well. Bonk, bonk. Get to work on the beatdown. With Pull from Tomorrow and Silver Scrutiny costing 1 less, that's beautiful. We also have an Archmage's Charm in here. Stern Scolding. Unfortunately, as I found out horribly some other day, I forgot what day it was. It was some day when I was streaming some Magic. I found out that this is a sorcery. This is a really good card. Exiling something in blue, and all they get is a 1/1 out of it. That's a flyer. That's big value for a blue gamer. We don't get many exile effects. It's usually bounce or return to hand. We will let that resolve. I don't think Stern Scolding is going to get much value. Stern Scolding's mostly in here to deal with Ragavans. I don't... Why is a Kenrith deck playing Opt? That feels like they just yoinked that right off of EDH Rec. They saw that Opt was a highly played card in Kenrith, and they're like, I'ma play Opt. Arboreal Grazer, sure. I think we want a memory here soon, but I'm not sure when. Did they just, like, not use the trigger? When, like, there was no reason to not use the trigger? Strange. Alright. Let's go and just draw 3 for very cheap. Draw an extra card off the Wave Break Hippocamp. Ooh, Triskaidekaphile. We might be able to win off that. We might be able to win off Triskaidekaphile. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I need to do some math in my head to see if we can win off Triskaidekaphile. There's 8, 9 mana there. Sure, you can resolve Kenrith. That's fine. You have 2 open mana. I don't exactly think I'm scared of that. You have 2 open mana and one of the cards in your hand was a land. I'm definitely not scared of that. Can we win with Triskaidekaphile? I think we can. Oh, I think we can. Hang on. We need to do the math. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. So we need to get 7 more cards off of this, because then we discard it. If we do 8, right? Because we have 6, or we have 7. We go down to 6 off the cast. We'll drop to 14, and then we'll discard 1. So yeah. No, I did math wrong because of Wave Break Hippocamp. Oh man, that's so sad. I forgot about Wave Break Hippocamp. Ah, I'm so upset. Oh no, I forgot. No. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Oh, we could have won the game, but I did my math wrong. No, I forgot about my own triggers. Okay, let's play out my hand a bunch. This will be fine. This will be fine. Ledger Shredder, get out there, buddy. We will foretell that. I'm so unbelievably sad. Maybe we'll get there eventually on accident. Okay, maybe we'll get there eventually on accident. Obviously the 1919 swings, because if they don't block it, they die. And that's just a funny sentence. We don't have to get rid of our hand though. Like we have infinite hand size. We're currently at 11. If we find a way to get up 2 more cards in our hand. Kaya! No, I'm sorry, opponent. You're literally not allowed to play that spell. And if they think they get to play it, well, I have another counter spell. Oh man, that is. Okay, so hang on. If I do this to draw 2 cards. Yes, that got countered. Thank you, opponent. So if I draw 2 cards, I'll go down to 10 and then up to 12. Oh, but I only have a Ledger Shredder trigger. Darn. Sure. Oh, wait, but if I draw ooh, hang on. With Thirst, we might get there. We might get there with Thirst. Because I did use my Hippocamp trigger. I think Thirst gets me there? I could be wrong. I could still be 1 off, because I have to... Oh, no, Thirst would have gotten me there if I'd had a Hippocamp proc. I am so not good at doing this type of math here. I'm sorry, Tillarian Terror, you don't really need to be in my hand, buddy. Oh, discard a basic land. Honestly, I'm just going to deck myself at this rate. Does the drawing the card in my upkeep? Because it's untap, upkeep, draw, so this won't win me the game. Yeah, that doesn't win me the game, and I'm very upsetty spaghetti. My opponent is just sitting on their crew trigger right now. This is such a long game. I'm so sad. I could have won 2 turns ago with Triskaidekaphile, but I did my math wrong. I just needed to do 1 less. Oh, I just realized I got boned. The spell costs 1 less to cast. If I hadn't had that, I could have maybe just done the I will draw all of my cards thing. And we would have been good. But it looks like my opponent might be salty roping me, so I'm just going to cut here, and then we'll see when they come back. And they did, in fact, salty rope me. I'm very sad. I would have liked the Triskaidekaphile win. That would have been cool, but I did mess up. I'm really sad that I messed up the Chusca Decaphile win with Pull from Tomorrow. I was one card off, and man, that could have been it. That could have been the coolest win. Oh well. It was a good game until they roped me, so GG's. We're going first. We're going to keep it. Brawl on turn 2 is really, really nice. You could maybe help us out a lot. We probably are just raw rats all the way down. Unfortunately, this is a spell or ability you control counters a spell, not just a raw, you know, it just works.jpg. That's a removal spell. I guess we just have to vibe then if our opponent just like spent so much time and effort on a Poison the Cup. Yeah, Rat Colony, sure. Poison the Cup can no longer resolve. That's very nice for me. Yay, land. We still have Shore Up for the Hexproof, and we can also cast Meeting of Minds on top of that. Rat Colony, sure. He'll die, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and Meeting of Minds to draw 2. Nope. Alright, Brawl will die here, but we bought ourselves an entire turn of safety. Interesting, they just went hard for the Caramonics. What did they hit? Ambusher and Driptide Vermin. Interesting. Do we die instantly? If not, we have Pull from Tomorrow that'll really help us out. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Please don't tell me. Please, please don't be a kill spell. Come on. Don't do it. Just play the rat colonies. Yes, get greedy. Get greedy. Yeah, get greedy. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Get greedy. Be greedy. Is this lethal? I need to double check. It's not. Oh, everything is right in the world. They're going to ninjutsu, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me. It's actually the same exact amount of damage. Technically don't have to worry about poison anymore, though. Alright, we are cooking. We now have Pull from Tomorrow and Shore Up, meaning that we can protect our Watcher in the water here and make tons of little tiny blockers. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play this for X equals 4. And still hold up our Shore Up. And we can make 4 little 1/1s. Wow, alright. Sorry, Hall of the Storm Giants. That was a little hit. Ooh, boy. Four 1/1s. We are cooking with gas. And this is when it dies, they can make me discard a card. Fine by me. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Jump. Actually. Let's make that a 2/2 so that their guy dies as well. That just really slows them down. You can make me discard a card, but that doesn't really do that much. This guy's gonna have a billion stun counters on him, so if he ever swings in, he is gonna have a bad time. Are you gonna pay the 1? Okay, I can discard and singular land. That's fine. Yeah, we can play this and then just hold up commit. I think we've done it. I think we've crawled out of the hole. I think we need to find another card draw spell, but I think we've effectively crawled out of the hole. That was our problem here. Okay, it's a 1/3 with Death Touch. That's fine. How about you put that back in your library, opponent? That'd be neat, don't you think? Oh, you just want to give me card draw on your turn, which buffs my Watcher. Very interesting choices by the opponent here. We will foretell. And then we'll honestly just wait. Because I want to be able to discover the formula on their turn here, in case they are playing a removal spell, so that we can maybe just, like, hit the removal spell to discover the formula. We'll go ahead and slam it down here. Draw a bunch of cards, make our hand very cheap. Oh, chef's kiss. What a set of draws. Okay, let's do some stuff. Oh, I can play this too. Cool. I was making sure I got my extra turn first. Do I get an extra turn again? No, I do get a regrowth though, which is pretty cool. Watcher in the Water is untapped! Oh, all is right in the world. We will regrowth back a pull from tomorrow now? Because that's allowed. We will also play a Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. And minus him.
Heard you needed a hero.
And say go! Oh no, opponent! Oh no, 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 oh. You're in trouble over there, friend. Alright. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Disdainful Stroke just in case. That's a lot of tentacles. And a lot of triggers. Oh, we got a Transcendent Message too! Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can do this for 8. Oh, we could have done it for 9 because of Brawl's cost reduction. Look at all them triggers. Oh, we found a Time Warp. Holy Krakens, Batman. Okay, let's, I'm gonna say good game really quick, because I don't think they'll be able to come back from this next thing. Time Warp. I have a Time Warp, yeah. Yeah, okay. Thanks, opponent. Oh my god, drawing the Transcendent Message off the pull from tomorrow, giving me 14 Kraken tokens and a 17-17 was chef's kiss. Oh man. What did we even also have in there? Archmage's do I get to see their exiled card anymore? No, they took that away. They used to show you what they foretold, but they don't anymore. Yeah, we still had a counterspell, still had draw, still had a counterspell, eventual draw, card draw, Seed Shark, Disdainfuls, yeah. Yeah, they were gonna die, especially after, to be fair, I think they were dead on board, right? 14 plus 17 is lethal, because Teferi Ultimate. Yeah, GG's, rats. We're going first into a Lord Xander. We're gonna keep this on the off chance that we are allowed to play the game. I find it entirely disappointing that Lord Xander doesn't really feel like a great commander half the time. He oftentimes feels like something that would have been much better in the 99. Treasure map. Kind of terrified, not gonna lie. Oh, Brawl. Brawl really helps us out here. Brawl into Key to the Archives means we'll have a ton of mana. Not have to worry about as much and probably be able to draw a lot of cards really fast. I don't think I Fading Hope the Brawl if they kill him. I think we just take the W of they burn to kill spell on Brawl. That's fine. That is incredibly fine. We have a Key to the Archives in hand. Oh my goodness, is that so fine. They burned an Abrade into a mono blue deck, which I feel like mono blue is one of those decks. As much as I want to take that claim the firstborn so I can maybe steal their Xander when they get a chance to play him, I don't think it's the right choice. Do I think my opponent is playing counter spells? I guess we'll find out, huh? We have 2 open mana, so... Nope, Kraken resolved. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming they're just going to do. I do wish we could have a trigger countered ability in hand. My opponent is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. This will probably give them a bunch, right? They probably just want to do this, right? Because then I'll discard half my hand rounded down. Which isn't a bad choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. And we'll just let it stay on the field for a bit. Maybe we can find a really good counter spell. Let's just get rid of that back to hand, honestly. I think this might be better because now we actually only have to discard one card, which is like weirdly better for us. And now we'll blow that up because that's a problem child if I've ever seen one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana still. We'll be able to redraw our hand pretty quickly, though. Xander decks are kind of one trick, so hopefully if I can just like keep him out of the game here. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just do this now then. Please enjoy my hand, opponent. We're just gonna keep blowing up their lands, honestly. I feel like there's not a reason to not. What happens when he attacks? I mill half my library. Well, if I get a, there's any number of cards that if I get it into my library, it's actually fine. Like, if there's any number of cards that if it, like, there's a lot of cards that as long as it's in my graveyard, it's okay. If I can get, if they mail half my library and they hit the whatchamacallit and I get Aftermath off of it. Stop it. I can't remember the name of the card right now. Oh, well, we got out a counterspell for free, meaning that if we do get that thing in the graveyard, enjoy your stun counters. Now if he taps, he doesn't untap. If they put my whatchamacallit, the thing that gives me the thing with Aftermath, I'm like, did they seriously miss commit to memory? Oh, that's so sad. I am so unbelievably depressed that they somehow whiffed commit to memory. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! You didn't have 2 mana for the spell pierce! Get wrecked, idiot. Alright, so if they mill another half my library, the odds of me hitting commit to memory are astronomically low. Right? Please don't have a Bajuka Bog. That's fine. These stun counters still affect him. Making my everything so much better. Ah, the joys of having memory down there. Is it down there? Is it still not down there? Or do I need to I thought I didn't need to cast it to get the commit to memory to activate. Oh no, I just straight up don't see it. I'm just unlucky. Oh, I am so unlucky. Holy cow. How unlucky am I? I don't see it. Commit to memory is really not down there, huh? Holy cow. If I just got memory. This is quite literally, if they had milled over commit to memory, I would have just straight up been fine. But I didn't, so I'm not. Also, that's the problem with Xander as well. There's a lot of rounded up nonsense. I have like 2 turns here to not die. If I could just find commit to memory, I'd probably just win the game. Because I just like redraw my everything. I would give them an entire hand of cards though, that is pretty rough. Stop. You can mill out most of my library, but that doesn't change that I'd still get to draw cards, opponent. Calm down. Big ol' shark. I get a card. I get a card. Oh, I get a card. Oh, I have a chance. I have a chance. Do they have like a lightning bolt for the shark or something? We can finally play the memory half. We can finally do it. We have come back from the brink. I will reshuffle everything and draw, and you just shoved your commander in your library, you dweeb. This is not a guaranteed win, but we do have 2 extra turn spells. Oh, I just need to be very, very careful here. I do have 2 counter spells that could help. Time Warp, that is just unfortunate, but they didn't actually do anything that I care about. One, two, three, four. Okay, so I do have to discard half my hand. So I'll discard 3 cards. And then I will foretell this. Take an extra turn. And then I will do 6 cards. It might just be lethal. Get an extra turn. They conceded! Yeah, we did it! Oh, finding commit to memory really did save my butt. I was right. I knew that would pull me out of that hole. I knew that would pull me out of that hole. Yeah, them just throwing Xander back into their library, though, that was a big mistake. They should have known what was coming. They should have read what commit to memory did before they just said, yeah, shove it in the library. GG's. Opponent goes first, but I love our hand. Saw it coming, wash away Saruman's trickery, and thirst for discovery. Chef's kiss. Speaking of, we are playing Saruman. This is, I'm assuming, to be full control. No fun allowed. Yeah. Alright, let's foretell this just so we have a little bit cheaper of a card here. I do want to play the Chrome Host Seed Shark, but I also don't want to play the Chrome Host Seed Shark. I do just kind of want to sit here and play the counter magic game. Do I let them do that? No. I want to put on the pressure. They do gain a life, but they will lose it immediately. Bonk. 1 damage. I feel like if they have a Guardian Idol, they're probably just like, I really want to not have stuff go bad. Let us try in Meeting of Minds and get out a counterspell of theirs. We have another draw spell with away. Urtai, not what I expected. I wonder if this is Amazonian's deck. I saw them post a thing. I do not believe my Chrome Host Seed Shark tokens come in tapped. I believe like the tokens come in tapped, but I believe when I flip them they don't. I don't actually know how that works with Authority of the Consoles. A fun fact, you're gonna have to pay out more mana for that. You're either counterspelling the Spell Pierce, which loses you some mana, or you're paying for the Spell Pierce, which loses you some mana. Which means that you will have a lot less mana to work with than you originally wanted. And yep, there it goes. Bye-bye. We could blow up their only black source, but I don't really want to basics test them. I think we're pretty good, though. We still have 2 counter spells. Yeah, I don't feel like the basics test would have been that good. Let's flip this. Let's do some science. So it does come in untapped. Okay, and also that gave away they don't really have anything over there. Oh, they do. It's got to be countering non-creature spells, though. I do need to discard 2 cards. Honestly, I don't want the mana ramp. For the land. The Wave Break Hippocamp is probably like the best thing for me to get here because it'll allow me to keep drawing cards on my opponent's turn. If they let me. I don't think this is something I really want to fight over, but I do want to fight over it simultaneously. It is also a very good card for this deck in general, so I can understand why my opponent might want to fight over that. This card will allow me to continuously draw extra cards. Do I think they have a Pact of Negation backup over there? Oh, they clearly do not. That's a board wipe if I've ever seen one, though. Run for it. Oh, no. Do you have a Pact backup, buddy? No, you do not have a Pact backup. That bodes well for me. Mystical Dispute, amazing draw here. It's another 1-cost counterspell. Fun fact, this comes in tapped anyways. Why are they leaving it in the graveyard? Do they have a way to get it back? They must, right? Must have some form of reanimation. Supreme Verdict. Okay. I could have opted, but I don't think that would have been a huge deal. I don't know why their Saruman is still in their graveyard, though. Just for now. We'll just do it like this so that we can get some pressure. And we want to be able to hold up both Mystical Dispute and Dissipate, technically at the same time. Still really confused as to why Saruman went to the graveyard. I don't know if they thought that through. Meat Hook Massacre. You can't pay 3 for that. I'm pretty sure this is like beat for beat the deck I was talking about. Oh, I'm still a couple of mana shy. Oh, they're just gonna scoop. Okay. I'm pretty sure that is... Did I have fun? Yeah, in general I did. I think that is like beat for beat the deck that I was mentioning, that I saw a different creator running. Nothing wrong with that. I do that from time to time as well. It was just like, I think I recognize those cards in that deck. Yeah, I think they weren't quite ready for the sheer amount of card draw counterspell shenanigans that was gonna come out of one Krakeny boy. GG's. Opponent goes first. They are playing Gaeluda, Doom of Depth, which is basically mill cards, grab an even mana value creature, slam it. Will this go well for me? Maybe. I think we just play Thing in the Ice. Oh wait, no, that's no, it's just a Demon Kraken. Okay. Feature or battle? Okay. I guess they were just really anti-Thing in the Ice. To be fair, this is I feel like this is a severely underrated card in a lot of formats. Okay, cool. He gets to live. Bonk. If my opponent starts trying to find a way to draw cards, Fairy Mastermind will assist me. Unfortunately, I did not draw anything here. I can force them to draw a card with Fairy Mastermind, but I don't think that helps me, unless I force it on their end step, which might be okay at that point. Alright, well, if they're going to let me get away with this, sure. Because they're drawing their second card, meaning I get to draw another card here. It's foretell a card. Not super revealing what we're doing yet, but they do just kind of know in general we have a foretold card. Makes sense. I think they were maybe planning on doing that during their turn. Nah, we'll just hard counter it. They do get another roll of the dice, so to speak, but I just kind of want that gone. And they're going to scoop. Which is, I guess, fair. I can't imagine that they think they would be having a good time into this deck. To be fair for them, though, I kind of ran out of gas after that. They could see what my gas was. They saw a permanent, and then, like, multiple choice, which is a mediocre spell at best, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just a big fan of the fact that it's a multifaceted spell for X, and I have a lot of cost reducers. But GG's, Garuda. We're going first. This is just dog shit. Keepable. Blap, blap, blap. Hopefully an extra land so we can play Chromos Sea Shark or something. I'm assuming my opponent is just going to just slam ramp out the wazoo. Insight, Archmage Emeritus on 4, probably better. Because then we can play the Watcher on 5 and maybe just like profit from there. Oh, we're getting lucky. And with Hithlane Knots, we can really get our shit rolling. Chromatic Lantern is fine, my opponent is still just ramping. We might want to solve the equation and just grab a counter spell, depending on how much mana my opponent gets and whether or not they have a way to make Katali uncounterable. So they're getting a basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, we have to go solve the equation. And we're just going to go straight up get the OG. Counterspell. There's an argument to be made for Defabricate. But I don't really think that's that worthwhile. Countering the Atali trigger, they still get a 7/7. Okay. Oh no, you got a 2/2. That's your only play? Okay, well your creature is now tapped. I get to draw. And draw. And we'll get to draw. I will get to draw. Oh, no. The Fairy's Ageless Insight makes this very difficult for you, my opponent. We are going to hit, like, every single card in our deck. Bro, you dropped Unnatural Growth into a deck that makes 1/1s to chump block? You okay? Guess they just wanted to get the counterspell out. Say hi to the Krakens. I have a feeling this is my opponent is going to concede quite soon here. Okay, math is out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fun fact, this is one target non-land permanent, meaning they can't untap their Chromatic Lantern. Which is quite funny, in my opinion. Meaning that they are technically still down a mana over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, and 7 mana alone. It's not enough for a tally yet. It's enough for running 7 though, but let's go hunting for some cool stuff, shall we? Pick some Krakens. Get some cool cards. I think we're gonna win pretty soon after this.
The trees, and you will rot at their roots.
They do get the tree token.
They prepare for war.
Let's put a Discover the Formula on top. Play this. Play this. Make an extra turn after this. We'll need to discard 3 cards. We can play this out. A little extra mana. One less thing to discard. I'm sorry, Teferi. You kind of gotta go, buddy. Ooh. Commit the Tree Folk. Play the Sanitarium.
I have other groves to tend.
We will now end turn discarding our Shore Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana. We can discover the formula here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nyx Bloom Ancient. We will go ahead and discover the formula, draw some cards. Lots of triggers. Lots and lots and lots of triggers. Let's also go ahead and make that disappear, shall we? Because we only need the 1 mana to cast it. Draw even more cards, even more triggers, and they give up because we I don't think that's like a combo, but we achieved an almost unbeatable board state. Archmage Emeritus with the Watcher and Teferi's Ageless Insight alone means you have tons of cards and tons of Kraken counters. Ominous Seas means you get even bigger Krakens. GG's Vitelli. And that is that. That is the video. That is Mono Blue Crack. I didn't say it in the opening because, you know, YouTube might come at me for that. But I like this deck a lot. I think it is very combo dependent. I think it's a little bit of jank. I think that you can absolutely take over any number of games incredibly fast if your commander is allowed to live and you are allowed to untap. I think that this is a commander similar to Corvold and Brawl, where they just provide massive amounts of advantage in different ways, and that can make it really hard to deal with them. Like, Corvold gives you tons of card draw when you're sacking stuff, which you want to do anyways. Brawl gives you tons of card advantage when you are countering stuff, which you want to do anyways. The Watcher in the Waters is giving you tons of creatures to block with, which is something you want to do anyways while you are drawing cards. Combine that with stuff like Ledger Shredder, Fairy Mastermind, and you're off to the races really, really fast. I do think the deck has problems. I do think you could probably make a better version of this yourself, but I like what I made. I think the massive draw 12 cards, make 12 Kraken tokens, win the game because your opponent realizes, oh, I can't get past that ever because I'm just going to keep getting all my stuff stunned down. Fun fact, it is non-land permanents for the stun counters. I don't think I mentioned that during the intro. And it doesn't click very often, but those are non-land permanents, meaning that if your opponent is running tons of artifacts to tap for mana, the Watcher in the Water can keep those artifacts tapped down with stun counters on them. And if your opponent board wipes you with the Watcher on the field, it's bad news for them because you're about to throw out a bunch of stun counters, meaning the next time something taps, it doesn't untap. The stun counter does not automatically tap something. It is, when it is tapped, it does not untap at the beginning of the next upkeep. Instead, the stun counter is removed. Which is weird, but that is how it works. It does also have a bit of an asterisk of if it would become untapped, you can remove a stun counter. Or you do remove a stun counter instead, but that's just some weirdly specific stuff. But either way, that's a lot of technical talk for the end of this video. I think this deck's fun, I think it's silly, and I think it's great playing just a bunch of little Kraken tokens. Only way I could maybe see making it better is if you slam in like a Nadir Kraken and like the 3-drop slot. But either way, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one.